Hi everyone. Today I'm gonna talk to Laura Andreini. She's a lyrical singer. She's gonna talk about her career and music in general. How are you, Laura?
Hi, everybody. Hi, Giulio. I'm fine. How are you? I'm very happy to be here.
Thank you very much for being with us, for talking about your career and sharing beautiful music with us.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
So I would like to know when you started learning music and how was that you decide to become a lyrical singer?
Okay, well, I started when I was a child. I was around 7 years old, and I started singing in a choir. And and then when I was a teenager, I started in a quartet of people of the same age of mine to sing 17th century music. So Baroque and some Renaissance music, which is it was pretty weird for people of my age at that time because I was around 14 and 16 years old. But then I understood that classical music actually in the beginning baroque music was a big passion for me. I liked it very much, so I started to sing my first arias with a singing teacher, and around the age of 16, 17, I actually understood that this was the way that I wanted to do as my professional path, and I started to seriously dedicate, myself and my time to study of singing. And then I also changed my repertoire somehow.
That sounds amazing. I love the Baroque period.
Mm.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I listened to Domenico Scarlatti for the first time, and that was passion, love at first sight.
Yes, my first love was Monteverdi and also Marenzio. Um, yes, beautiful music, really.
Indeed. And you're a soloist, right? This is a fantastic position. How do you feel about that?
Yes, I am mainly a soloist, but I also sing in ensembles, and this allows me actually to see very well the differences. Um, as a soloist, there is much more stress during production, and you must have a very disciplined lifestyle, of course, and the soloist life is made of attention to the study, the nutrition, the warming up, the body, the physical and psychological health, actually. So it is a great role to sing as a soloist, but you have a lot of responsibility during the performances. And of course, you have a lot of external pressure because we are very in a very competitive environment. It's a very competitive world. So the psychological and physical balance is very important to maintain and to discipline yourself.
Yeah, something about your voice. Your voice is very beautiful. And how do you any extra care do you take to maintain the voice healthy?
Well, yes, actually, first of all, I have to say I do sleep a lot because rest is very important. But also, I dedicate myself to physical activity because we are singers are like athletes. So you need to tone the muscles and to be aware actually of the muscles chain that are involved in using the voice. And to take care of the instrument is to have a proper warm up and to train yourself. I have to say when I because sometimes I have many concerts, like everyday concert. So when I have a free day, I just shut up. I don't sing anything. But generally, if you have long periods of rest, then you should do something just to be trained. And also, I can say that the care of the voice, so you have to stay silent for a while, but you can still study. You can study the score, you can study the character, you can study the harmonic passages, many things you can do. And also, when we talk about singing, we can talk also about food for sure, because you have to avoid foods that could bother you actually during the performance. Fortunately, I don't have particular needs or disorders, but sometimes there are some that really afflict singers, and they have to take more care about it. So another thing which I think is very important for the health of of the voice is to actually take really care of the technique constantly. So I reset it, uh, going back to very easy music to sing. For example, the arias, chamber arias by Tosti, which is a very, very good technical school. So why? Because we singers sometimes, very often actually, we get very bad habits of the body actually. So for example, it could be that you have some stress in the muscles in the neck or here, or your arms start moving without control, and it becomes habit. So to reset the vocal technique is very important to be aware in front of the mirror of your bad habits and reset everything, and then you go back to the more difficult repertoire actually.
I get it. That's fantastic. Talking about the repertoire, what or which period is the best for you that you like to interpret to
And yeah, this
perform?
is a difficult question for me because actually I love to sing, for example, the Baroque music period, which actually was the beginning of my passion for singing. So like Bach and Vivaldi, but also Pergolesi or Scarlatti, as you said. But I really love to sing Mozart, and I can't give up on singing Rossini or Verdi or Puccini. Uh, for example, singing Gilda for me, it literally transports me to another dimension, which is a dimension made of pure energy. So I can't live without it. I don't have favorite actually. Always because singing is my language, is my way of communicating. I always said that I like to sing everything, even the shopping list. So
Great. So you sing everything, even the shop list.
when when I was a child, I had so much fun singing, really inventing words just in case, and singing melodies from my fantasy. So this comes really from since when I was a child, and it is still with me.
Yeah, you've mentioned that this is a competitive world, and also that you have to take care about even body position, food, everything. And this might be the recommendations you give to a musician who wants to become a professional.
Well, I have to say that you must be aware that it's a competitive world, but you don't need to be competitive with others. You can be competitive just with yourself, hopefully in a good way. So not distracting yourself, with bad thoughts. Where I would say to the future, professionals to be curious, and for example, to singers to listen also to a lot of symphonic music, because that gives you really the idea of the phrasing, of the lines, of melodic lines. So you can really start to think of using your voice as an instrument to express and not to impress, as many very good teacher taught me. And there are moments that maybe you will want to quit. I had many moments that I wanted to quit, but music choose you, so it will pick you up again, back as just where you have to be. So trust this process, be true to yourself, and be grateful. Actually, I always think that when I have the chance, the opportunity, which is a big opportunity, to sing music from those composers that are so great, so amazing, I always think like they have chosen me, as they have chosen every other singer. So doesn't mean I'm special, but I'm very grateful for that. And gratefulness is, I think, is very important to have during life, and of course during professional music and singing. You know,
That's amazing. I like this phrase. You have to express yourself, not to impress, right?
it's very
Um,
hard sometimes because we have as everyone, we have ego. So sometimes the ego is too big, but we have to stay true to the score, true to the composer intentions, and generally they write a lot of what they don't want and what they do want. So we have to respect that. And also, I think music generally, but for me especially, singing is to bring a message, a concept, energy. So it has to be true. And to be true, it cannot be impressive or, ego, self accomplishment.
Fantastic. And what about your career plans for the future? Where can I listen to your music on YouTube channel, right?
Of course, yes, there are some videos. Hopefully, I will put even more material because we always have to update. Because what I was 2 years ago is not what I am now. I'm evolving. And as everyone, so we have to update, of course. Well, in the near future, until 2026, I will have about, I suppose, 100 solo concerts, so of operatic repertoire, which is pretty a lot. And then I will be in the Salzburg Festival in and on some European tours, singing with the ensemble Il Canto di Orfeo. Uh, which we are singing in the production and where she sings as well, but she's the artistic director, Cecilia Bartoli. So it's a great opportunity. I love to be there. And the conductor is Gianluca Capuano, which is amazing. And so we will be around Europe and in the Salzburg as well. And then I will be performing as a soloist in the Duomo, in the Dome of Florence, because I'm soloist in the musical chapel there. And then I also have to sing Rosina in Calabria, which is in the south of Italy. This will be in July. And actually, I am also preparing for the debut of Nedda in Pagliacci from by Leoncavallo. And so this is about my coming singing stuff.
Incoming new projects, yeah.
But there is actually another project as an organizer of events. I have this page in Instagram, which is Event in Italy. And I have also an association. The name is Accademia del Buon Talento. I'm president of it. And we are organizing concerts from the half of June and going on for the whole year. Actually, some concerts of opera and of classical music, for the tourists, because as you know, Florence is full of tourists every day. And we will be in the really heart of Florence doing this. It is near Santa Croce, which is a beautiful and famous square there. And there will be like concert matinee, so will be not the evening concert as usual, and is a very special occasion for us to bring the music to as much people as possible, and also to give opportunity of singing and playing in concerts for actually singers and musicians from everywhere. So I'm very happy to share this project with you. Actually, you are the first knowing this.
Yeah.
This is totally a new project we are working on. I'm very grateful actually to my association, especially in the people of Adamo and Francesco. We are helping me and collaborating with me in the realization of this. So this is a lot of work online and offline, and we will start in June, and we will see.
Oh, sounds amazing. I'm the first one to know to interview you about this new project in June. A fantastic project, bringing music to people. You mentioned the tourists. There are a lot of tourists there. And this is amazing, bringing good feelings, good emotion, good emotions, and good music to people, right?
Yes, it will be really an experience. And people coming to Florence generally love this kind of experience because it's very related to the city, of the cultural environment. So it's going to be very, very nice.
Fantastic. I hope to interview you again in the near future. about this project. I know you'll be working a lot on the project, but perhaps during this project we can do another interview and you
Why
talk
not?
more.
So
Yeah, more videos about it, the event happening.
yeah, that would be great because we are now going online on the platform. The sell tickets. We are in the website and everywhere in the socials. We are going to be in the coming future. But the more people know about it, the more people will come and enjoy this experience. And
You've
so
got a website, right? You mentioned. What is? Do you know the website by heart?
yes, there is my personal website, which is lauraandreini.com. And then there is the website of the association, which is accademiabuontalento.com, and with related socials account like Instagram or Facebook.
Great, and thank you very much for talking to us, and hope to see you soon.
Julio, was my pleasure. Absolutely, thank you so much.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
leggere, mi lasciar leggere, mi fa guidare, mi fa